What if the very thing you've been taught to value, being a good man, is exactly why people walk over you, drain you, and discard you? Take a look around. The men who always agree, the men who never push back, the men who bend over backward to keep everyone happy. Where do they end up? They're the ones whose time gets wasted, whose money gets borrowed and never returned, whose effort is expected, not appreciated. This is what I call the nice guy trap. These men believe that goodness automatically earns respect. But here's the truth nobody wants to admit. Respect doesn't come from kindness alone. It comes from strength. Weakness has a signal, and the wrong people can sense it instantly. When you show no boundaries, no limits, no spine, you paint a target on yourself. Users see opportunity. Manipulators see leverage. Selfish people see a resource they can extract from without consequence. Machiavelli understood this centuries ago. He knew that power isn't loud. It isn't emotional. Real power is controlled, calculated, strategic. It's thinking several moves ahead while everyone else is reacting to yesterday. Most men today have been conditioned to believe that self-sacrifice equals virtue, that weakness equals morality, that being walked on somehow makes them noble. But here's what nobody tells you. People don't see your kindness as purity. They see it as access. They look at your good nature and think, what can I take? They see your availability and think, perfect, someone to dump my problems on. Human nature is self-interested. People protect themselves first. So when you give without standards, you don't earn loyalty. You become useful. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to control how others see you, regulate your emotions, and develop a presence that makes people hesitate before crossing you. You'll see exactly why excessive niceness turns into weakness, and how to build a mindset that commands respect without begging for it. Once you experience real respect, you'll never want to go back. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I refuse to be weak. I choose power and control. Number 1, eliminate the nice guy pattern. The nice guy is society's easiest victim. You know who he is. He lends money and never follows up. He covers for lazy people. He stays late while others clock out early. He thinks he's doing the right thing. But in reality, he's being exploited. Here's the reality. Nice guys aren't respected. They're consumed. Inability to say no sends a message. Putting everyone else first sends a message. Avoiding disappointment at all costs sends a message. And that message is, I'm safe to use. Machiavelli once observed that men forget personal loss faster than they forget material loss. What he meant was simple. People prioritize benefit, not intention. Ask yourself honestly, do you value the friend who's always available no matter what? Or the one who has priorities and occasionally says, not today? The always available man becomes invisible, expected, taken for granted. The selective man becomes valuable. When he helps, it matters, because it was a choice, not a reflex. Respect comes from standards, from self-value, from discernment. When you constantly accommodate, you teach others that your time means nothing. And if you don't respect your own time, no one else will. Users recognize this immediately. They see someone who gives too easily, sacrifices too quickly, and protects themselves last. So stop being agreeable by default. Start being intentional. Help when it aligns with your values or advances your direction. Decline when it doesn't. That isn't selfish. It's intelligent. Selfish people exploit others. Strategic people protect themselves so they can operate from strength. When your time has value, demands decrease. When your energy is guarded, respect increases. Nice guys are consumed. Strategic men are considered. Number 2, learn strategic ruthlessness. Being kind is not enough. You must also know when kindness is no longer appropriate. This is where most men collapse. They confuse firmness with cruelty. They confuse consequences with hostility. Strategic ruthlessness isn't about malice. It's about enforcement. When someone disrespects you, over-tolerance teaches them they can repeat it. They're counting on your patience, your understanding, your silence. Machiavelli warned that leaders must learn when not to be virtuous. Constant softness invites attack. Strategic ruthlessness means ending patterns, not arguing about them. Someone borrows money and avoids repayment. That affects access to you. Someone repeatedly cancels plans. They lose priority. Someone disrespects you. You either address it or remove yourself. No drama, no revenge, just consequences. People behave based on what they're allowed to get away with. When you enforce boundaries consistently, behavior changes, not because they like it, but because they respect it. Ruthlessness is not cruelty. It's self-respect that actually protects something. Number 3, discipline and emotional mastery. Uncontrolled emotion is a liability. Every reactive outburst gives someone a map to control you. The calm man has the advantage. He thinks clearly, acts deliberately, projects strength without effort. Control doesn't mean numbness, it means choice. When insulted, silence can expose immaturity. When pressured, delay restores authority. Machiavelli believed intelligence was revealed by decision-making, not reaction. Emotional people make poor choices. They chase feelings. They mistake excitement for alignment. They destroy potential alliances over wounded pride. Strategic men evaluate. They measure cost. They respond, not react. Emotional control builds trust. People rely on those who don't unravel under pressure. Practice restraint daily, in irritation, in criticism, in inconvenience. Master your responses, and you master influence. Number 4, design your image. People don't judge intentions, they judge what they see. Perception becomes reality. Most men hope their character will eventually be noticed. It won't. People decide who you are within moments. If you appear accommodating, you'll be handled. If you appear firm, you'll be respected. So decide how you want to be perceived and act accordingly. Stop over-explaining. Stop apologizing unnecessarily. Stop broadcasting insecurity. Selectivity creates value. Confidence creates authority. Every interaction reinforces an image. There is no neutral behavior. If you don't shape your reputation, others will, based on how you allow yourself to be treated. Number 5, weaponize silence. Silence unsettles. Silence controls. Men who constantly explain seek approval. Pauses communicate deliberation. Silence forces others to reveal themselves. When disrespected, silence creates discomfort. When pressured, silence restores leverage. Speak less. Mean more. Words gain weight when they're rare. Number 6, be useful, never harmless. There is a difference between contributing and submitting. Useful men solve problems. Harmless men avoid them. People rely on usefulness. They exploit harmlessness. You must be intelligent enough to recognize traps and strong enough to respond. Standing firm isn't aggression, it's reliability. Harmless men are ignored. Useful men are trusted. Number 7, stay unpredictable. Predictable men are manageable. Unpredictable men command caution. If people know your patterns, they control outcomes. Thoughtful unpredictability disrupts manipulation. Respond based on context, not habit. When people can't anticipate you, they respect you. The world does not reward passivity. It rewards strength with structure. Goodness without boundaries is weakness in disguise. True power comes from discipline, strategy, and self-respect. Stop teaching people you're expendable. Choose strength, choose standards, choose control. Drop the affirmation again. I refuse to be weak. I choose power and control. Men who remain weak are ruled. Men who choose power are remembered.